You better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Krampus is coming to town. He's making a list with chains that will clang, watching the naughty, the cruel, and the praying. Krampus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or worse, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Krampus is coming to town. Krampus is coming to town.
So today we're doing a bit of cultural forensics, really. We're trying to figure out what happened to Krampus.
Right.
I mean, for centuries, this goat demon guy was St. Nicholas's official partner all across Central Europe, and then somewhere after the 1920s, he just disappears from the mainstream.
He really does.
So we've pulled the sources to look at this mix of forces, political and commercial, that seem to have just pushed him out of the picture.
And what's so fascinating is that we have this perfect snapshot of him right before he vanishes.
Oh, the banknote, right?
Exactly. The 1921 Nachtgeld. It's basically emergency money.
From Austria.
Yeah, from a town called Bruck in Pinzgau.
Yeah.
And they put Krampus, a full-on image of him, right on their official currency.
Wow. So this isn't some obscure folklore. This is mainstream.
Completely mainstream, officially recognized. And this is just before everything starts to turn.
So this wasn't just, culture drifting. This was an active removal.
It was. It was driven by two huge things. Top-down state action and bottom-up pressure from the global market.
Okay, so before we get into why they got rid of him, let's just quickly touch on why he was there in the first place. What was his job?
Well, his name comes from the old High German word for claw, which tells you a lot. He was the necessary counterweight to St. Nicholas.
The saintly paradox, that's what they call it, isn't it? St. Nicholas is a saint. He gives out gifts. He can't really be seen, punishing children.
Exactly. That messy, kind of brutal work of enforcing morality-beating kids with birch rods, the root, or even carting them off, that had to be delegated.
So Krampus was the stick.
He was the ultimate stick. The whole system of carrot and stick needed both of them to work.
Which brings us to the first big push, the political one. Why did the state suddenly decide this guy was, ideologically impure?
It really kicks off pretty aggressively in the 1930s.
With Adolphus regime in Austria, right?
Yeah, the Fatherland Front.
Yeah.
They formally banned the whole tradition. For them, Krampus was this messy, pagan-rooted, chaotic figure from the countryside.
Didn't fit the brand.
It just didn't fit with the sanitized, centralized, purely Catholic national identity they were trying to build.
But it wasn't just the fascists. After the war, the Democratic government kept the ban going, but for a totally different reason.
A much smarter reason, politically. They shifted the whole argument to child psychology.
Right, the pamphlets.
The pamphlets, yeah.
Yeah.
In the 1950s, the government started handing out materials literally titled, "Krampus is an evil man."
That is incredibly direct.
It is. And the argument was that this terrifying figure could, cause genuine psychological damage to children. It cleverly reframed the whole thing as a public health issue, not a political one.
So while the state is erasing him with politics and psychology, the market is doing the same thing, but with standardization.
Exactly. At the very same time, you have the American Santa Claus just taking over the world.
The Thomas Nast illustrations, the Coca-Cola ads.
The whole package. And that global brand demanded, maximum positivity, a consistent, joyful message.
And Krampus is pretty much the opposite of brand consistency. He's got fangs, chains, a long tongue. He's terrifying.
He's completely incompatible with mass market sales. The global Christmas system still needs a threat, sure, but it's a passive one.
You get coal in your stocking, you're on the list.
Right. It's not a demon showing up to beat you with a stick.
Yeah.
That physically violent dual-figure system just became commercially obsolete. It wasn't sellable.
So he was a casualty of the need for a single, happy, global brand.
Pretty much.
But he didn't die out completely.
No, not at all. He just sort of retreated back to the remote alpine regions. It survived in things like the Krampusloft, the Krampus Run.
And now people see that as, preserving local culture against that very globalized Santa brand.
It's seen as an act of defiance, in a way.
Which brings us to a final thought for you to consider. Krampus is back. I mean, he's huge now in pop culture, in horror movies, almost totally separate from St. Nicholas.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, does this new horror version of him just prove that he's been permanently kicked out of the benevolent mainstream Christmas?
Or is it a sign?
Yeah, is it a sign that maybe we, the audience, are actively seeking out that dark twist that all those political and commercial forces tried so hard to stamp out?
Hi! Krampus is coming with a devilish grin. Better be good or he'll drag you in. Krampus is coming to town.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling.
Merry Christmas!
Everyone telling
Looks like Martha Stewart threw up in here.
This is delicious, honey.
It's a little dry.
Well, mine's delicious.
Mine's dry.
Do you want to trade?
It's the high
Christmas. It's Christmas. It's Christmas.
with those holiday greetings and gifts.
How we were going to survive Christmas with 12 people stuck in a house with no heat and no electricity.
Or food.
There's plenty of leftovers, Howard.
Beer it is.
It's the weirdest thing. There's no cars, no people.
How long can this keep up? We heard something on the roof.
The hell is this?
St. Nicholas is not coming this year. Instead, a much darker, ancient spirit.
Those are hooves. Elk or a goat?
What kind of goat walks on its hind legs?
His name is Krampus. He and his helpers did not come to give, but to take.
Everybody, hold on to each other.
He is the shadow of St. Nicholas.
It's Christmas. Nothing bad's gonna happen on Christmas.